My name is Amar Mawusi, and I was involved in the program because my children were put in foster care because of my drug use. You know, as a user, you don't know the effects, or you don't really pay attention to the effects of what drugs are doing to yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally, as well as what it's doing physically, mentally, and emotionally to your children and your family, the people who love you. Fathers, you know, most of us, we're like workhorses. You know, we don't really feel like we're deserving of much of anything except for seeing our family, our loved ones, our children, our mom, whoever. As long as we're able to make everybody happy, we're willing to go like camels without drinking water forever. And we neglect ourselves. That's what leads to a lot of the pressures that we deal with. You know, that's what it led to me starting to use. They pretty much gave me the roadmap of how I had to go about doing what I needed to do to get my kids back. I provided the drive and the ambition to be able to overcome my addiction, maintain my sobriety, even up to today, and be determined to get my kids back. I was one of those guys that walked in the room and was like, you know? But after listening to people, I realized the guy's just like me. He's just like me. He's just like me. I really enjoyed the group sessions with sitting with guys and talking and listening to things. Even if I didn't speak up about something that I heard, if it was something I heard that was very familiar to my situation, I was all ears, you know, because I want to answer just like this guy wants to answer to that problem. We all had generally the same questions about, you know, what it takes to be a good father. Am I a good father? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do to be a good father? So your background really didn't deter that brotherhood that you were able to develop being there with guys that were coming with similar problems. So I could turn to a guy who may have been a doctor or a lawyer and had a drinking habit, lost his kids. We had similar situations regardless of what our backgrounds were. And that made it easy to be able to listen to people because you didn't judge and say, well, you know, you come from a family with money, as opposed to my problems come from a family that don't have money. We were both able to connect on the same level. I'm a much happier person because I'm taking that time out for myself. I'm a much more tolerant person because I'm taking that time out for myself, much more patient. The giving that I give to my children and my family doesn't come with kind of like a little bit of an animosity. You know, I don't get all worked up because I'm now learning that self-care is what helps me decompress from all the emotions and the stress, allows me to enjoy what I do for them with them. What I've come to realize is that as fathers, we're not perfect. And the things that really count the most is that we show that we genuinely love our children. I think what most people have to understand, you don't really see the benefit of certain things that you may get as a taxpayer, because something that you may not be dealing with, but it's coming out of your pocket. But it helps contribute to your environment being the environment that you love. You go into inner cities where they don't offer programs such as stuff like this. You're constantly having the reticency of people going back and forth to jail, the drug abuse, your home being broken into because somebody was using drugs, property that you have being damaged, and areas that you think that are the most safest areas for you to live in, but because of the population is a higher percentage of people constantly having these type of problems, you're paying money for something that you can't really protect or save or take care of. Out here in Virginia, they offer a lot of programs such as men's engagement and other programs that has been able to reduce these type of problems. And I think a lot of sense is a really good investment. Even if it's not something that you're utilizing directly, you're help contributing to that environment that you love, that has put you out here, that you feel is a good school district, safe for your children, you're actually paying to keep that safety by allowing them to provide resources for people to be able to get that help. I think there should be programs more geared toward guys or talking to guys. Because guys don't never really talk to guys like that. Everybody always wants to put on the tough exterior, you know, I got that. But we struggle just as much as everybody else behind the scenes. You know, we have a lot of pressure on us as fathers because of traditional ways of how we're supposed to lead the household. You know, so at one point, if something's going on, we're quick to wave it off and say, don't worry about it. But then we're sitting somewhere, whether in our car, on our lunch break, with our hands on our head, trying to figure out, how am I going to do this? You know, so it let me know that it's okay to be normal. It's okay to be human. It's okay to experience the human experience and grow from it. So, and that was important to me. I needed that.